This video shows you how to plan and conduct excellent meetings or job interviews involving yourself and someone else. Before you arrive at your meeting or handle statements, objections, and questions posed by your counterpart, there are some important basics that we'll cover in 2 other videos. For this video, we'll focus on the structure and flow of an excellent meeting. This diagram shows you the 3 stages: opening, discussion of agenda items, and closing, and the 4 parts: time, agenda, purpose, and next steps of each stage of a TAPS meeting. The first column, opening, is where you set the foundation for the meeting, how much time you have, what you'll discuss, and what your counterpart's goals are. Start the meeting at the intersection of the opening column and time row. After you have introduced yourself, smiled, made eye contact, given a firm handshake and your business card or resume, confirm with your counterpart how many minutes you can afford to spend with each other. Here's a tip. Set the timer on your phone to vibrate 2 or 3 minutes before the end of your meeting, so that you have time to cover anything else really important. Typically, meetings last for 15 to 30 minutes, but sometimes your counterpart may have to cut the meeting short, so be prepared to shorten your agenda. The second part, agenda, is what your counterpart and you have agreed to discuss. At this point, sometimes your counterpart will add or remove topics. The third part, purpose, is a short list of specific goals that you have for the meeting, which you may or may not share with your counterpart. The fourth part, next steps, refers to actions that you and your counterpart agree to take at the end of each phase of the meeting. Once you've both agreed on the agenda items and purposes, then ask which item your counterpart would like to begin with. Follow the arrow up to item A at the top of the second column. Work your way down that column, answering questions and handling objections until you reach the bottom. Step and repeat until you reach the closing column. Here's where you'll summarize the pros and cons, if there are any, and ask for a decision. Number 1, agree today to move forward. Number 2, schedule a follow-up meeting. Or number 3, disengage because there's not a good fit. Note, there is a 4th possibility, a non-decision, where your counterpart says, "I'm not sure, let me think about it and I'll get back to you." We'll cover how to deal with this in another video. In closing, if you conduct your meeting using TAPS, you'll make a favorable impression on your counterparts and leave your competitors in the dust.